Welcome students, welcome to thermal engineering class. Today we are going to see about ideal gases. In that ideal gases, adiabatic process. The term adiabatic, it represents no heat transfer taken place. Okay, no heat transfer taken place. That is, Q value will be 0. Okay, no heat transfer taken place, that is Q value will be 0. Okay, let us consider a normal cylinder piston arrangement. Let us consider a normal cylinder piston arrangement. This piston is a frictionless piston so that it can move freely up and down. This piston is a frictionless piston so that it can move freely up and down. Okay, inside this cylinder, it is filled with ideal gas. Okay, inside the cylinder it is filled with ideal gas. Okay, here we are telling it is a no heat transfer take place. How this heat transfer does not take place is, we are providing with the insulation layer. This is the insulation layer. Okay. Insulation layer means it insulates the heat transfer into the system and from the system. Okay. Or it can takes place. The Q will not takes place. It is either surrounding to the system, heat transfer will not take place, and from the system to the surrounding, heat transfer will not also take place. Okay. So this is the adiabatic process. Okay. Then what about the, let's see, in pressure volume pressure volume diagram, that is PV diagram. What about the things happen inside? If the piston is moving up or down, work is happen. At the same time, pressure and volume is getting changed, but no heat is transferred. Okay, but no heat is transferred. Okay, it means initially the piston is in the state 1. Initially the piston is in the state 1. When the piston is moving up or down, okay, whether the volume, when the piston is moving, I tell you, when the piston is moving up, okay, now piston is in the position, this position. When the piston is moving up, its volume is increasing. Okay, its volume is increasing. So it will go like this path. Okay, from 1 to 2, that is, this is volume 1, this is volume 2. The same time, this is P1 and this is P2. This area represents the work done by the system. And why this curve like this? This curve represents the PV to the power gamma is equal to C. This formula is used for the adiabatic process. Okay. Now let's see about the TS diagram, that is temperature entropy diagram. Okay. What about the temperature entropy diagram? We know that, I am explaining here, we know that dQ is equal to, means dQ will be 0. What about ds? We know that ds is equal to dQ by T, which is equal to 0 by T, equal to 0. Therefore, ds is equal to 0. What is ds? S2 minus S1. Change in state, entropy of change in state between 2 and 1, which is equal to 0. Therefore, S2 will be equal to S1. So that in this adiabatic process, entropy will be constant. For that, let us consider that this is a point 1, state 1. In final state 2, the temperature will increase, but entropy will be constant, that is 1 to 2. S1 will equal to S2. But what about the temperature? T1, this temperature is T2. T1 and T2 is not equal, but S1 and S2 will be equal. Okay, for this condition, okay, for this condition, this adiabatic process is also called as isentropic process. Isentropic means constant entropy. Okay, this adiabatic process is also called as isentropic process. Why? Since there is no heat transfer. If there is no heat transfer means ds value will be equal to 0. If ds value equal to 0 means S2 minus S1 will be equal to 0. So S2 will be equal to S1. Okay, this is the form, this is the graph. Okay, and this is the PV diagram and this is the TS diagram. Now we are going to the first law of thermodynamics. So according to first law of TD means thermodynamics. Okay, what is the equation? We know that dq is equal to dw plus du. That is change in heat transfer, which is equal to change in work done plus change in internal energy. For adiabatic process, this value will be 0. So 0 is equal to dw plus du. Therefore, dw will be equal to minus of du. Okay, dw will be equal to minus of du. It means the work transfer happening here, either work done is happening in the system, is due to the internal change in the system. According to the first law, what it means? dw is equal to minus du. It means how the work done is happen. The work done is happen is due to the internal energy changes. Okay, is due to the internal energy changes. So what is the value? We know that du is equal to mCv of T2 minus T1. Therefore, dw is equal to minus of mCv of T2 minus T1. Therefore, dw is equal to, we will bring this minus inside, we will get mCv of T1 minus T2. So this is the work done formula for dw. So finally we find out dw is equal to mCv of T1 minus T2. Okay, yes. What about the pressure, volume, temperature relations? Pressure, volume, temperature relations. Okay, according to adiabatic process, okay, PV to the power gamma is equal to constant. This is the relationship we are using for the adiabatic process. PV to the power gamma is equal to constant. Okay, so that now consider the state 1 and the state 2. For state 1, P1 V1 to the power gamma is equal to P2 V2 power gamma. Okay, now we'll bring this V1 here and P2 here. So V2 to the power gamma by V1 to the power gamma, which is equal to P1 by P2. So finally we'll get P1 by P2, which is equal to, take this power as a common, V2 by V1 whole to the power gamma. So this is the P and V relationship. Now we are going to do the volume and temperature relationship, pressure and temperature relationship, all these three relationship. So we know that P1 V1 by T1, which is equal to P2 V2 by T2. This is the general relationship, we know that. So let us consider T1 by T2. Bring this T1 here and bring this T2 here. So we'll get P1 by P2 into V1 by V2. Okay. So that T1 by T2 is equal to P1 by P2 into V1 by V2. Now take this as a equation 1 and this as a equation 2. Now substitute, instead of P1 by P2, substitute this P1 by P2 here. Substitute 1 in 2. So we'll get T1 by T2, which is equal to, what is it? V2 by V1 to the power gamma into V1 by V2. Okay. So what we are going to do is, instead of V2 by V1 to the power gamma, okay, here V1 by V2, either you can interchange this fraction or you can interchange this fraction. If you want to interchange this fraction, you can put minus 1 to the power, okay. So V2 by V1, so keep as it is, this one as it is. You can change this one, V2 by V1 to the power minus 1. It means both are same. If you put minus 1 means minus 1 with the same format is equal to V1 by V2. Okay. For example, x is also equal to 1 by x to the power minus 1. Okay. X is also equal to 1 by x to the power minus 1. That is a by b, which is also equal to b by a to the power minus 1. Okay. Likewise, we change V1 by V2 is equal to V2 by V1 to the power minus 1. So that here these two terms are same. So what we are going to do is, we are going to add the power. Okay. So T1 by T2, which is equal to V2 by V1 to the power of gamma minus 1. Simply add the power. Okay. Likewise, a square into a cube. What we'll do? A square into a cube is a, and we just simply add the power. Okay. So this is the temperature and volume relationship. Take this as 3. Okay. What we are going to do is, we have to find the temperature and the pressure relationship. Okay. We have to find the temperature and pressure relationship. So instead of temperature and pressure relationship, you can rewrite this equation. Okay. You can rewrite this equation. How we can rewrite this equation? T1 by T2. Instead of V2 by V1, I want to bring this power to here. How can I bring this power? If this power comes here, it will come to 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. So V2 by V1. Okay. So V2 by V1, which is equal to T1 by T2 to the power gamma minus 1. Now, consider this a 4. Now, substitute equation 4, this V2 by V1 here in 1. So P1 by P2. Instead of V2 by V1, you substitute this one. Instead of V2 by V1, you substitute this value here. What value? T1 by T2 to the power 1 by gamma minus 1 and whole to the power gamma. So power and power, you have to just multiply. So P1 by P2, which is equal to T1 by T2 to the power gamma by gamma minus 1. So in PVT relationship, we'll get 3 relations. One is pressure and volume, another one is temperature and volume, third one is pressure and temperature. What about the change in entropy? Change in entropy, that is delta S, which is equal to 0. Since we know ds, which is equal to dq by t. So dq value will be 0, 0 by t, which is equal to 0. Therefore, ds or delta S will be equal to 0. So change in entropy value will be 0. Now we are going to find out one more relationship for work done. Okay, that is change in work done. The previous relationship is dW is equal to mCV of T1 minus T2. From this relationship only we are going to find the another relationship. What about for T1 and T2? We know that PV is equal to mRT. Okay. So I want T. Only T means what can we know? PV by mR, which is equal to T. Now substitute this in here. Okay. Therefore, change in W is equal to mCV of, instead of T1, we are going to write P1 V1 by mR. Because ideal gas means same constant, same value, same gas, so that the R value will be common only. So minus P2 V2 by mR. So mCV, these two are common, so take the mass outside, take it common and outside. So we will get P1 V1 minus P2 V2. M and M will get cancelled. Okay. Finally we get CV divided by R. Now we are going to introduce two things. We know that change in specific heat capacity Cp minus Cv, which is equal to R. This is one relation, and Cp divided by Cv, which is equal to gamma. Okay. Don't forget these two terms. Cp minus Cv, which is equal to gas constant R, and the same time Cp by Cv is equal to gamma. The gamma represents specific heat ratio. This represents gas constant. Gamma represents specific heat ratio. Why specific heat ratio? This is specific heat at constant pressure. This is specific heat at constant volume. Okay. By these two relationship, we are going to find out the CV divided by CR. Okay. Now take Cp minus Cv, which is equal to R. Now take Cv as a common outside. So what we will get? Cp divided by Cv minus 1, which is equal to R. Okay. What is Cp divided by Cv? Cp divided by Cv is gamma. So gamma minus 1, which is equal to R. So what we need is Cv divided by R. So we consider it as Cv divided by R. Bring this R here and bring this down. So it will get 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. So that Cv divided by R is equal to 1 by gamma minus 1. Now what you are going to do, you substitute here. So final answer, that is dW is equal to, instead of Cv divided by R, you can substitute P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1. So this is also one more equation for the work done.